LRTV. I'm out here at the Little Rock Animal Village, and I'm joined by Ron Muse. He's a member of Team NUSA. NUSA stands for Neighborhoods USA. It's a grassroots organization that looks to strengthen communities. Ron, we're standing in front of some pretty unique mannequins here, and what are these mannequins about? What do they have to do with NUSA?
Well, we're calling them garden pals, guys and gals. Here we have 3 young women who represent the spirit of our project, which is building community within a very diverse community, which is Little Rock.
And so tell us all about how these mannequins will help raise money to get Team NUSA to the next NUSA conference.
We're inviting everyone who wishes to become involved to try their hand at their artistic abilities. We would like professional artists as well as would-be artists and amateurs, to get involved and build their own garden pal. We also have birdhouses that we can let them decorate. They can use their imagination. The only limitation they would have is what they can come up with creatively.
That sounds fantastic. Now, getting to a NUSA conference, and I must say we've had not one but 2 NUSA conferences here in Little Rock, Arkansas. Getting to a NUSA conference can be expensive, so that's what this money is for, to raise funds to get the team to the next location.
Yes, that's true, and it's my understanding that we are probably the only, if not among few, cities that raise our own funds, and it's not taxpayer money. So we are paying our own way, and we're asking for help in doing that because it is quite expensive. But it's a good cause because we can go to this national conference, we can share ideas with other neighborhoods throughout the United States and also in other countries who are now attending to get ideas that we think might be good to implement in our city and bring it back to the board of directors, and eventually some of those ideas get implemented, just like this building we're in now, the Animal Village.
That's right. The Animal Village was actually an idea that Team NUSA from several years ago heard about at a NUSA conference, and because of that, we have this really wonderful, progressive animal village out here that is warm and friendly and welcoming.
Yes, and it's everyone would agree that it's a good idea. And so many people are supportive of the Animal Village. And part of what we will raise in this fundraising will come back to the Animal Village.
I'm joined now by City Director Joan Adcock, who has been intimately involved with Team NUSA for many, many years. I know it's close to your heart. Tell me about how Joey the garden cat is going to be involved.
Well, it's kind of a story, Meg. Joey knows that on the 1st and 3rd Thursday nights of the month, the Animal Village here opens this big room up, and all the kitty cats come out of their kennels, and they come in here and they play together and everything. And Joey's question was, why don't we have some place for the cats to play all the time? And you know, Joey is a garden cat. He's out in the garden all the time, and he loves the birdhouses, and he's also going to have his own garden pal out there with him. And so in talking to Joey and everything, he wanted to know if we could build someplace for the cats. And so, we have dog parks around here, and he felt a little bit like the cats was being discriminated against. So we came up with the idea, and we always thought when we built this building that someday we wanted a socialization room for the cats. And it would be right out there where everybody could walk up and look at all the cats playing together. And it has a staircase in it, and it has lots of little places for cats to hide. And so Joey wants to raise the money to build this, and it would take about $50,000 to build it the way that Mr. Rourke would like to have it built here for all the cats. And so what we're going to do, Joey has partnered to help us advertise the Garden Pals and the Team NUSA project, and for that, part of the money that we make off this is going to go for Joey. Joey also, this is all about recycling. We don't want to throw nothing away. It takes landfill space and everything, and we want to use it. So these T-shirts and the cup and the mouse pads are items that was in a warehouse that wasn't being used that they needed to get rid of. So Joey said for us to take those, and as people turn in their birdhouses or their garden pails for the contest, then they can choose one of these prizes to have.
That sounds fantastic. And I tell you, if Joey wants it, he's going to get it.
Well, on his Facebook page and his web page, if you'll look, he talks about the garden pals and the birdhouses and everything. And he also asks people to please donate to Joey's socialization room for the cats at the village.
Great. Thank you so much. City Director Joan Adcock, a member of Team NUSA. Joining me now is Marjorie Lacey. She's another member of Little Rock's Team NUSA, and we're going to talk about the birdhouses that are involved in this auction. Marjorie, tell me about some of these birdhouses and what makes them so special.
Okay, this is a community effort, and Fence World donated after they built fences, they had leftover materials, so they graciously donated those to us. And then we had volunteers take this lumber and build the birdhouses, so it's at no cost to us. Also, lampshades, etc. Whenever they receive their lampshades, they're on dowels. So they collected those and they give the dowels to us so we can recycle those as purchase. So there's almost no expense in making these birdhouses.
How much fun is that? And it looks like so much creativity has been put into these, and these will all be auctioned off. Tell me how that will happen.
Okay, we actually have, when you enter the contest, you're giving, for $20, you receive a bird apple. We'll have 2 styles, possibly 3, these 2 right here. And you will decorate those, and then there'll be a contest. We'll judge them, and then there'll be an online auction beginning April the 5th through the 16th. And we actually have a celebrity category. Mayor Stodla is entering one. Director Hurst is entering one, and Vice Mayor Wright is entering one. And this is actually Tom Whittenberg is entering one. So not only just the celebrities in our leaders, so to speak, but also business leaders and so on in the community.
Marjorie, these garden pals are pretty interesting. Do people have to start from scratch, or how do they go about creating one?
Well, actually, for their $20 entry, they get a kit, and the kit includes a wig form and also a tomato cage. And all these gals are based on tomato cages. It'll also include instructions and also a template for the neck. And of course, you don't have to use the neck template. This is Luann. She doesn't have a neck template. It's whatever you want to use. But these are all recycled wigs that we got from Savers. We got some of the dresses and skirts out of our closets or out of the bags they were going to send to Goodwill or whatever. And so it's all recycled materials.
So if somebody wants to enter this contest, how do they do it?
Okay. We have a website, and we also at gardenpals.org. We also have an email address, which is gardenpalsnusa, N-U-S-A, @gmail.com. And we also have a Facebook presence, and it's Garden Pals Little Rock Team NUSA. And on that site, you can see we've posted the times that you can pick them up at the center on 12th Street. There's 3 Tuesdays that they can pick them up, and 3 Saturdays. We have the dates posted. And also on the Saturdays, if individuals need help decorating their garden gals or guys or their birdhouses, will be set up in the arts and crafts room. And the times for the Tuesdays and Saturdays is from 11 to 2.
Great. And then, so that is to enter the contest to actually create these wonderful pieces of art that can go in your garden or around your home. And then for somebody who actually wants to bid on them or buy one, how do you go about doing that?
We will post, it will be an online auction. We'll be posting up the dress for that.
Well, for anybody who's interested, make sure you check out one of those websites. You can look on Facebook. Social media is a great way to connect with Team NUSA. Again, the NUSA conference was held here in Little Rock twice to great accolades by everybody who was involved with it and who came to our fair city and really enjoyed it. Where is the NUSA conference this year?
Eugene, Oregon.
Okay, great. That is on the other side of the country. So it takes some money to get there, so please help out by either entering one of your creative ideas or bidding on one of these wonderful items for Team NUSA. For LRTV, I'm Meg Matthews.